Clarence, Nancy, and Ricky all spent decades behind bars for crimes that they never committed. They join us now along with Mark Godsey, the co-founder of the Ohio Innocence Project that did help to set them free. We're also now joined by Jennifer Thompson, the founder of Healing Justice. And Jennifer, I'm really glad you're here, and I know that you've dedicated so much of your life now to helping those who are wrongfully accused, because in your own life, you mistakenly identified the individual that you thought had raped you. Tell us about that.
I was a college student. I was 22 years old. I was living in an apartment, and in the middle of the night, around 3 a.m., a man had broken in, and I woke up to a knife to my throat. And he very quickly told me to shut up or he would kill me. I realized I was in grave danger and decided to do two things, really, which was one, survive and live through it, and the other was to try to figure out who this person was. And I paid close attention. I was able to escape. He chased me. A neighbor saved my life. I was taken to the police department after the rape kit, and it was so clear in my description that I had gotten a good look at my assailant. So I was able to help the police come up with a composite sketch. The composite sketch went into the newspaper, and a phone call came through from a woman who said that the composite sketch looked like a man she knew by the name of Ronald Cotton. She said she had seen him outside of my apartment complex around the same time that I was raped, wearing the same clothing that I had described, and he was immediately arrested. I was asked to come down and do a photographic lineup and then a physical lineup a week later, and at both of those times I was able to pick Ronald Cotton out of both lineups. He was tried in 1985, and after 2 weeks the jury deliberated 4 hours and found him guilty of all charges. 11 years later, I was visited by the original investigator who said there was this new thing called post-conviction DNA testing. My blood sample had disintegrated from the rape kit after all those years. I gave them my blood because I wanted to know the truth, and the truth that I thought was that Ronald Cotton had indeed raped me. But 3 months later, they came back to my home and looked at me and said that the DNA did not belong to Ronald Cotton, that he had not raped me, and indeed it belonged to a man by the name of Bobby Poole, who had been serving time in the same prison as Ronald Cotton during all those years. And while Ronald was in prison, Bobby Poole raped 6 more women that fall of 1984 and spring of 1985. And from that place, I realized that you can compensate people all day long, but you can't heal the harm. You can't unbreak a broken heart.